Classification of the algae, scientific categorization of the organisms in a hierarchical series of groups is defined as classification, in which more similar species are grouped together in a genus, more similar genera are grouped into families, similar families into orders, similar orders into classes, classes into divisions and divisions into kingdom. The species is considered as the smallest group and kingdom is the topmost in the group. Classification before 1800. Linnaeus, 1753, recognized 14 genera of algae, of which only 4 are considered among algae these days. They are conferva, ulva, chara and fucus. Classification proposed by W. H. Harvey, 1836. Harvey described marine algae and divided them on the basis of their color, pigments, in the following 3 main groups. 1. Chlorospermi, green algae. 2. Melanospermi, brown algae. 3. Rhizosphere, red algae. Classification proposed by A. W. Eichler, 1886. Eichler recognized following 5 groups in algae. 1. Cyanophyceae. 2. Diatomae. 3. Chlorophyceae. 4. Phaeophyceae. 5. Rhodophyceae. Classification proposed by A. Pasha, 1914-1931. The first evolutionary classification was proposed by Pasha in 1914. Revised by himself in 1931, he supported the view that algae is above the rank of a division. He classified the algae into 8 divisions and 14 classes, which are as follows. 1 division Chrysophyta have 3 classes, which are Chrysophycia, Heteroconte and Diatomes. 2 division Phaeophyta has 1 class, that is Phaeophyceae. 3 division Pyrophyta have 3 classes, they are Cryptophyceae, Desmoconte and Dinophyceae. 4 division Euglenophyta has 1 class, that is Euglenae. 5 division Chlorophyta have 2 class, that is Chlorophyceae and Conjugatae. 6 division Charophyta has only 1 class, that is Charophyceae. 7 division Rhodophyta have 2 classes, they are Benzinae and Floridinae. 8 division Cyanophyta has only 1 class, that is Mixophyceae. Classification proposed by G. M. Smith, 1955. Smith supported Pasteur's 1914-1931 classification, but he suggested some modifications, and the outline of the classification proposed by Smith is as follows. 1 division Chlorophyta with 2 classes, Chlorophyceae and Charophyceae. 2 division Euglenophyta with 1 class, Euglenophyceae. 3 division Pyrophyta with 3 classes, they are Cryptophyceae, Desmoconte and Dinophyceae. 4 division Chrysophyta have 3 classes, they are Xanthophyceae, Chrysophycia and Bacillariophyceae. 5 division Phaeophyta with 3 classes, they are Isogeneratae, Heterogeneratae and Cyclosporae. 6 division Cyanophyta with 1 class, that is Mixophyceae. 7 division Rhodophyta with 1 class, that is Rhodophyceae. Classification proposed by F. A. Fritsch, 1935-1945. Fritsch, a British biologist, believed that algae as a group is equivalent to a division and therefore it should not be divided into any more phyta, but it should be divided only into classes. Many phycologists, algologists have given the classification of algae, but of all the classification the most authentic and comprehensive classification was proposed by Fritsch in 1935 in the book The Structure and Reproduction of Algae, in 2 volumes, where he classified algae into 11 classes, based on the number and mode of attachment of flagella in the motile cells, thallus structure, chemical nature of pigments, reserve food materials, method of reproduction and variation in life cycles. He followed the ICBN recommendations in prescription of algal classification and divided it into 11 classes, which are as follows. 1. Class Myxophyceae or Cyanophyceae. The nucleus of the algae in this class is of prokaryotic type. The algae are of mainly unicellular or filamentous. They are blue in color due to the presence of phycocyanin pigment, but phycoerythrin, chlorophyll A and beta-carotene in small quantity, accessory pigments, i.e. phycocyanin. Phycoerythrin and aliphycocyanin are present in the structure called phycobalasomes. The storage food is cyanophycean starch and protein granules. There is no motile stage found in these class of algae. Sexual reproduction is absent in this group of algae. There are 5 orders under this class. They are Crococcales, Chamaecyphonales, Chlorocapsales, Noaticales and Stygomatales. 2. Class Chlorophyceae. Generally 90% of these algae are freshwater and remaining 10% are marine. Chlorophyll thallophytes. Pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, alpha and beta-carotene are present in chloroplasts. Cell wall made up of cellulose and food is synthesized in the form of starch and oils. Motile spores and with 1, 2, 4 to many flagella are found in algae belonging to these class. Sexually reproduction is isogamous in ogamouth types. There are 9 orders in class Chlorophyceae, which are as follows: Volvocoles, Chlorococcales, Ulotrichales, Cladiferales, Oedogoniales, Conjugates, Siphonal and Carols. 3. Class Euglenophyceae. The algae in this class resemble microscopic animals due to presence of naked ciliated reproductive organs. Pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B and xanthophyls are present. Paramylum and oils are the stored food materials. This class has no order but have 3 families. They are Euglenaceae, Astasiaceae and Perenmaceae. 4. Class Xanthophyceae. These are yellow-green in color due to presence of xanthophyll. Along with these other pigments like beta-carotene, chlorophyll A, lutein and neoxanthin are found together with xanthophyls. Pyrenoids are absent. The food stored is in the form of chrysolaminarum and oils. Cell wall are made of pectin substance. Sexually reproduction occurs by fission of gametes. Having 2 flagella of different length, there are 4 orders in this class. They are Heterochloridales, Heterotrichales, Heterococcales and Heterosiphonales. 5. Class Chrysophyceae. Algal pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, fucoxanthin and lutein are present. Phycocyanin is the main coloring material giving color to the algae. The algae can be of unicellular, multicellular or colonial. Cell wall present in the form of 2 overlapping halves. Food storage is in the form of chrysolaminarum and oils. There are 3 orders in these class. They are Chrysomonidales, Chrysopherals and Chrysotrichales. 6. Class Bacillariophyceae. These are yellow, green, brown or olive green in color. Pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, beta-carotene, gamma-carotene, fucoxanthin, diaroxatum and diadenoxanthin are present. Pyrenoids is also present. Storage products like chrysolaminarian and oils. Cell wall has pectic substances and silica. Unicellular and male gametes are motile with flagella. There are 2 orders, that is centrals and penales. 7. Class Phyphyceae. They are yellow-brown colored marine. Fucoxanthin pigment is the main coloring materials. Along with this others pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C. Alpha-carotene and beta-carotene is also present. Storage food materials are laminarian, mannitol, and oils. Zoospores are biciliated, no resting period in zygote. There are 9 orders. They are Ectocarpales, Tilapteridales, Gutierales, Sporochnales, Desmarestiales, Laminariales, Sphacellariales, Dictyotales and Focales. 8. Class Dinophyceae. These are dark yellow or brown or red colored algae. The storage food is in the form of oil or starch. Large nucleus and many discs like chromatophores are present in the thallus. There are 6 orders which are as follows: Desmomonidales, Thecatales, Dinophysiales, Dinoflagellata. Dinococcals and Dinotrichales. 9. Class Cryptophyceae. Red, green, blue, olive green or green-colored algae. Each cell consists of two large chloroplasts in which pyrenoids are present. Pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and alloxanthin are present. The storage food materials is starch and oils. They occur in fresh water and marine. There are two orders, Cryptomonadales and Cryptococcals. 10. Class Rhodophyceae. The algae are red in color due to phycoerythrin pigment. Other pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, alpha-carotene, beta-carotene, phycocyanin and lutein are also present in small quantities. Storage food is fluoridine starch and oils. Non-motile cells are produced. These are commonly found in seawater. Sexual reproduction is orgamestic. There are 7 orders: Bangles, Nemelionales, Galidiales, Cryptiniales, Gigatinales, Rhodymeniales and Cerameales. 11. Class Chloromonadinae. They are found in fresh water. Xanthophile pigments are present in excess. Pyrenoids are absent. Storage food materials is oil and fats. The algae are motile unicellular. The flagella is 2 with equal length. Reproduction is by cell division. It has only one order, Chloromonadales. Classification proposed by G. F. Papenfuss, 1946. He proposed 7 divisions in the algae. They are as follows: 1. Chrysophycophyta. 2. Phaeophycophyta. 3. Pyrophycophyta. 4. Euglenophycophyta. 5. Chlorophycophyta. 6. Charophycophyta. 7. Rhodophycophyta. Papenfuss, 1946, considered the blue-green algae or Cyanophyceae as a class in the phylum Schizophylla, i.e., along with bacteria. Classification proposed by V. J. Chapman, 1962. Chapman, on the basis of a combination of the pigments and biochemical difference, together with morphological differences, divided algae as follows. 1 division. Euphycophyta has 4 classes. They are Charophyceae, Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. 2 division. Mixophycophyta has 1 class, that is Mixophyceae. 3 division. Chrysophycophyta has 3 classes. They are Chrysophyceae, Xanthophyceae and Bacillariophyceae. 4 division. Pyrophycophyta has 2 classes. They are Cryptophyceae and Dinophyceae.